World number 2, bragging rights to be had, and they both parred their opening 3 holes starting from 10. This was Wood's tee shot at 13, and you can see that he wasn't very happy with that one. That's the reason. Off into the desert and behind a bush. Bit of a damp squib, neither playing particularly well, although Woods also found his touch with a putter. Maybe not often enough, but this was a beauty at the 15th. Nicely judged putt there by Woods at 17, his 8th. Woods, meanwhile, beautiful second. And Woods would make his second consecutive birdie.
4 of 7 fairways, 6 of 9 greens on that back nutting.
Bunker up the left-hand side is 288 yards to reach. Does he just hit that along the ground? He's just...
Did even par the way you played out there was a pretty good score?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good score in these conditions, period. Just trying to shoot under par somehow, and didn't quite do it. Made a mistake at the last, but it's tough out there. I mean, these fairways are tiny to hit, and it seems like every hole is a crosswind hole, and not too many holes are playing either straight down or straight in.
So, yeah, you've got a golf course that last year you come here and the fairways were a little wider. All of a sudden it's turned into a US Open sort of venue, and with the wind around these greens sort of firming up. What's the plan tomorrow? How do you control your ball flight and your distance control? Do you go to the range, and what do you work on now?
Well, it's not. I don't think it's supposed to blow as hard tomorrow. It's the forecast, so it's still going to be difficult. I mean, it's still going to be difficult out there. The rough is deep enough where it's tough to get to the green. I mean, it's imperative to get the ball in the fairway, and not a lot of guys are going low today. It's a day to just kind of survive it and try and get going the next 3 days.
We'll see you tomorrow.
In fact, he was off to a very poor start. 4 bogeys in the first 5 holes. At that point, he was 4 over par. And then the incident which had everybody talking. An embedded ball, or so both Tiger and Martin Kaymer thought. Tiger takes relief, and it was later, of course, revealed that you cannot have an embedded ball in sand. We're in the desert, so although there's a lot of vegetation around, that's sand. The rule says you cannot take relief, 2-stroke penalty, and that was to become hugely significant.
Guys, right here. Everybody back, please.
Woods able to muscle it out back onto the fairway.
Cameras and cell phones away, please.
But no one at this point, with no referee involved, had any idea of the significance of the action at the World number 2. 3 over par after 11, but in typical Tiger fashion, battled back and birdied 3 in a row here at 14, and then again at 15 and 16. In the end, everyone felt that he had made the cut.
Do not bet against Tiger Woods holding that one as well.
There it is. Oh, yeah, come on.
Yeah! It's a high quality golf shot from Tiger. That's not high quality, the spit afterwards. But this was lovely to watch.
Well, there is an excuse this time because you got a face full of sand. Drove that one down there.
It's a 2-shot penalty which has resulted in missing the cut. Can you tell us the circumstances, please?
Yeah, Tiger hit it right of the 5th fairway this afternoon, and the ball went off into some vegetation out there, and he called Martin over because he figured he had an embedded ball. Martin took a look at it. Yes, the ball's embedded, so he took the drop. Now, on all the tours extend the embedded ball relief. Under the rules of the game, embedded ball only applies on a closely known area. But all tours use the note to that rule, which extends it to through the green, which means everywhere on the golf course except hazards. But it's very specific, that rule, and it refers to ground other than sand. Now, unfortunately, this area, whilst it's got vegetation on the top of it, it's just creeping vegetation, and it's pure sand, as most of the off-grass areas are here. So once we found out what had gone on, we sort of investigated it. I realised that there was a potential problem here, so I I spoke to Tiger as he came off the 11th tee because I was aware of his position in the golf tournament, wanted him to know that there was a possible penalty. I couldn't be certain because I didn't know the exact spot. I knew the area, and I thought Tiger might want to, go out and show me exactly where it was. And I wanted him to know that this might affect his strategy going forward. So we had that conversation as he came off the 11th tee. We said we'll talk further in the recording area. When we got to the recording area, I had the conversation with Tiger, and Tiger said, I said, do you want to go out and have a look at it? And he said, look, if you think that's the right ruling, that's good enough for me. So he didn't need to go out and have a look, and 2-stroke penalty.
Is this another trial by television? Did it come to light by a viewer?
No, not at all. It didn't come to light by television at all. I mean, the way that things come to light, it's not just television. This was spectators out on the golf course who spoke to a referee that they went past, and were curious as to why the drop was given. And I don't actually think they realised what can they were opening. And the referee said, it would likely be an embedded ball. But then when he went to have a look at the area, he thought, I'm not so sure I'd give that. So then he called me, and I went and had a look at it, and for sure, that area is, there's no question the ball's embedded in sand.
Apparently you've just been given a 2-shot penalty. Can you explain exactly what happened?
Yeah, on 5, I called Martin over to verify the ball was embedded. We both agreed it was embedded, but evidently it was in sand, and Andy ruled that I had created, I broke an infraction there, and consequently I got a 2-shot penalty, and I had 2 shots.
You didn't get a chance to look at the incident. You've taken Andy's word that the incident was correct.
And he feels the way he feels about it, then I broke the rules.
Is it a different rule on the PGA Tour than here, or is it the same?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I don't know. And he said that the ball wasn't embedded because it was sandy based. As I said, I called Martin over to verify it, and we both agreed it was. We thought it was embedded, but evidently it wasn't.
Do you know if somebody rang in to identify it as an issue, or?
I don't know.
How disappointing, having battled away so bravely to make the cut after a poor start, how disappointing to miss the cut in this fashion?
It's tough because I didn't get off to a very good start today, and I fought and got it back, and I was right there, and I felt that if I could have posted even par, I had a chance going in the weekend. I'd be only 8 back, and evidently it wasn't enough.
Well, clearly we're disappointed you won't be here for the weekend. Good luck for the rest of the year.
Thanks, Tim.